All right, so now that we have our joints oriented, we're ready to mirror. I'm going to start by selecting this hip here, and if you come up here and hit skeleton and mirror, it is going to mirror your joints, but you might get a different result than mine. If I come in here to the mirror joint menu and I go to edit and a reset tool, what it's going to look like when you do this is skeleton mirror joints, and it's going to look like this here, which isn't very useful for us unless we were making like a dancing frog. That's already in this post. Wouldn't advise it. So how do we fix that? When you mirror, you have to specify which axes you mirror across. So we're going to select that top joint here, come up here to our skeleton menu and go to mirror joints. And when you select these, the one you want to mirror across is the one that isn't included in the name. So what do I mean by that? XY is going to mirror across Z, YZ is going to mirror across X, and XZ is going to mirror across Y. The default is mirroring across Z, and that's why when we do this, we get this sort of zigzag line because the Z axis is the forward-backwards axis. We want the side-to-side axis, which if you remember is X. So we're going to switch this from XY to YZ and hit apply, and that will go ahead and mirror this across. Now, what's cool about the mirroring is you might notice that the joints are also inverted, meaning that if I grab these and rotate these, they'll rotate in and out from each other. And that's one of the really cool things about the mirror tool. That's only on a singular axis, which you'll see is Z. Since that's forward and backwards, that's the one that is mirroring side to side. So if I rotate in Z, they move in and out. But X is the same, so you'll see they still bend forward and backwards the same. And Y is also mirrored, so they rotate in and out. You'll see our Y's are pointing out instead of in. So I guess it's actually mirrored on two axes there, but it maintains X, all right? And that's going to give us our mirroring, all right? So the main thing to remember is you need to switch that setting so it mirrors across. It's going to do everything else for you. Once we have that in place, we can save. We can go ahead and set this to 03. And then we're good to go, and our skeleton is complete. The one last thing you might want to do after finishing up your skeleton is select that hip joint, do a select hierarchy here, and do a display, transform display, and just toggle that local rotation axis so it turns off. And you'll have a nice clean rig that's not distracting to move forward with, okay? So as a challenge, what I want you to do is go ahead and mirror over your joints, so that way you're ready to move into the future stages of the model here. Be sure to like and subscribe so you can catch the next video in the series when it goes live.